Hello, and welcome to the first ever Books with Friends live show.
What are we doing? We're dancing. Hey.
We are here today to talk about Six of Crows, which hopefully you've read. And we're also here to celebrate. As you can see, we have our party hats on because it is actually Spencer's birthday. Happy birthday, Spence. Everyone in the chat, happy birthday.
Thank you. I'd like to thank everyone, especially my mom, for giving birth to me.
It's also... Are you going to say it's your booktube anniversary?
Oh, it's okay. Wait, let's start again. It's also my booktube anniversary, and it's not only my birthday, but we're celebrating happy birthday for Books with Friends because it's the first live show. It's like a triple birthday.
Oh my gosh, it is. I didn't even realize.
I know. You're welcome.
Okay, so just a warning, we're both in kind of a weird mood, so this might be a mess, but it's going to be...
Oh, no, it will be. But it'll be like a fun mess.
Well, anyway, maybe you should introduce yourself in case people don't know who you are. We are the hosts of Books with Friends. So I am Books with Chloe and...
Hi, I'm Spencer from the channel Common Spence.
And together we are Books
with Friends, yes.
So yes, obviously we are excited to talk about Six of Crows. And you can actually ask us questions on Twitter using the hashtag Books with Friends.
Yes.
And also on the chat. So
yes,
we'll be answering those throughout. And also just wanted to quickly mention our March book is The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokshi. And it's going to be on Spencer's channel. I can't remember the date off the top of my head. I think it's the 23rd of March.
Down there.
Yeah, so wanted to mention that because you should definitely join us to read reading this in March. And we're actually hosting a giveaway for a copy, actually 2 copies, one giveaway on Instagram and one giveaway on Twitter. So that's ending, I think, tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to pick a winner tomorrow. So
yeah, so I recommend entering that if you want to. Our Instagram and Twitter are linked. And also we have Goodreads group now, so that's all linked in the description.
Go check it out.
Okay, so Six of Crows. Please, no spoilers for Crooked Kingdom if you've read Crooked Kingdom. Because...
Or King of Scars. No spoilers for anything except Six of Crows.
Yeah, no Grisha Trilogy, anything. So.
Nothing. Yeah.
Yes.
Because we're here to talk about the crows and the crows alone.
So, do you want to start with your thoughts?
My thoughts? Well,
overall thoughts.
My overall thoughts are, I honestly love this book. And I feel like that's not a surprise because I originally read this last March, I think. So it's been almost a year since I read this for the first time. And I will tell you, I just finished my first reading of the Grisha trilogy before I reread this one. And having read the original trilogy and then reading this after, I have like an even greater appreciation for this book in particular. I just love these characters and I love the growth in Leigh Bardugo's storytelling and her writing, particularly in her character development, because I feel like Six of Crows is such a character-driven story and it's just so much fun. And I flew through this book this time, even though she's thick. I mean, this is like, it's a lot, but I was here for it. And so I gave it 5 stars the first time I read it. I gave it 5 stars the second time around. I'm just a big fan of this book. But I'm more interested to know from you, Chloe, because it was your first time reading it. And we have not talked about this at all. This is our first time talking about this at all. So what did you think?
Actually, okay, first, Spencer thinks that he predicted I was going to give this 4 stars or 5 stars.
Yeah.
So he's like, maybe it won't be a 5-star review. So I hated it.
What?
No, I'm kidding. Look at all these tabs. Like, of course I didn't hate it. Like, it's kind of hard.
I was like, what? Book club canceled. Get out of here.
Okay, no, I freaking loved this book. And when I first finished it, I was like, ooh, I don't know if it's a 4.5 or a 5-star.
That's what I was afraid of.
Huh?
That's what I was afraid of, that it would be like between them.
But then, like, I just couldn't stop thinking about the characters, and I just couldn't stop thinking about it, and I was like, shut up. Like, it's a 5. It is a 5, and I love it so much. The character, there's just too much to say, honestly, but yeah, I agree. It's definitely a character-driven story. Obviously, we'll talk more about that later, but yeah, the heist definitely kind of took the back seat, I would say. I mean, it was definitely a fun heist story, but it's definitely the characters that drive the story, and the characters are the reason I love it so much. And the writing and everything, but we'll get into that later. But the characters just, I have so many thoughts, and I can't wait to talk about them, and there's a lot to say. Like, as you can see, I have a lot of tabs.
Yes.
It's now like a new all-time favorite, and I can't wait to read Cookie Kingdom, and I'm just so happy this is the first book club pick because...
Yeah. It feels correct.
Yeah. And for background, I have read the Grisha trilogy, but I actually couldn't really remember like anything from the Grisha trilogy because it was sort of mediocre to me. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I kind of forgot all the details. So I feel like it didn't help me that much. Like, I still was kind of confused as to some of the like terminology and stuff like that.
And like the world building, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the world building, I mean, it was good, but it was also like, what's going on? Like,
yeah.
So
I feel like it's, a lot of people were asking, and like, you definitely don't have to have read any other Grisha book to read this. Like, you can, it's totally fine to just jump in here. That's what I did last year. But I will say, having read the original trilogy this time around, when I started from the very beginning, I was already familiar with like what a Grisha is and what the magic is like and the different nations and sort of like what the different nations believe in and stuff, which does play a role in this story, I think, kind of in the background of our characters. But I definitely think it's more fun if you kind of have a sense of what's going on already. Because without it, it is a little bit like, she basically just kind of throws you in there and you have to figure it out as you go, which can be a fun experience. And I think the characters are just so special, it kind of like doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, the world building is not as important to me as these characters because they're just the best, you know?
Yes, 100% agree. Like, sometimes I was confused, but I was like, whatever, I don't even care. Like, I'm just here for the characters. I mean, obviously the plot was really engaging and cool, but I think it's kind of, it shouldn't be like fully marketed as a heist story, in my opinion, because the heist doesn't take place until like over halfway.
It's like the last third.
Yeah.
Basically 2/3 of this book is not the heist. You know what I mean?
So I know that a lot of people have said it's like really slow in the beginning, and I think you even said you hated the beginning, didn't you?
The first time I read it, the first 100 pages were awful. I was like, I had no idea what was going on, and I was kind of bored.
You know, I actually didn't feel that way. I was not bored at all. Like, as soon as I read it, I was like obsessed. I think because I love getting to know characters. Like, I know some people are just like, okay, I just want to like already know them, sort of thing. But I just love the process of like, oh, who's this, you know?
Yes.
So it was like really fun for me, and I just loved like the world. Like, it's just so dark and gritty and stuff. So it was just so interesting. And
yeah.
I did think it got a little bit slow, like after 100 pages, like just for like, I don't know, because I already was like, yes, okay, I'm ready for the heist. And then I was like, wait.
Yeah.
So I wish I knew that the heist was going to take place like near the end, because I kind of thought it was going to be like this whole book sort of thing. So wrong expectations there, but yeah.
Yeah. I feel like this time around, I feel kind of the same as you, because this time around, since I'd already read it, I already knew these characters and I knew like my favorite moments and stuff. So seeing them come back, it was like really exciting, you know? It's like when you watch a TV show and like one of your favorites has like a cameo. It was like seeing them come back and I was excited. But for me, it drags a little bit in the middle where it's like they have the crew together, but they're not actually at the heist yet. There's that section in the middle where it's like we've met everybody, but we're not really at the heist yet. And that's where it's a little bit, that's where we really get a lot of backstory though. And the backstories are so dramatic that I also like, that was like a peak for me. So I don't know. I feel like it's like a wave, you know, there's moments.
I was actually literally going to say that because it definitely isn't like slow and then like it's definitely.
Yeah. It's just, it takes its time, you know?
Okay, but so I think everyone is freaking out about the characters. So should we say who our favorite character is?
Yes, you go first.
Also, I want to go I want to do a rank because, like, I've seen some people say, like, oh, I can't choose between them. I love them all equally. I have a rank. Like,
Oh, wow.
I know which characters I love the most to the least. So,
Okay.
but I'll say my favorite character is. Actually, can you guess who you think my favorite?
Wait, who your favorite is?
Yeah, guess who my favorite is. Oh.
Do I get a hint?
I thought you would sort of know. I feel like it's sort of obvious. Wow, you don't even know me.
I feel exposed. I feel like if I say the wrong thing, though, it's going to be dumb.
Just say it. It's fine.
Is it Inej?
Yes, it's Inej.
Okay. That's what my gut told me, but then I was like, what if it's not? And then she's like, no, that's not right.
No, Inej.
I should have trusted myself.
Yeah, you should have. Inej is everything. Like, she's so inspiring to me, and I love her a lot. There's too much to say, honestly.
Yeah.
Like she's obviously been through so much, but she because I feel like, you know, Kaz has obviously been through a lot and he's kind of cold as a result. And I'm not blaming him for that. Like, obviously that is
right.
But it's really inspiring to me how, like, she's not like that. Like, she still, like, manages to kind of be, like, you know, and just...
Yeah.
She's so wise and...
She has a real sense of, like, duty to me, like loyalty, you know? Like, she's very diplomatic in a way, but, like, not to the point where, like, she would cut somebody, you know what I mean? Obviously. Like, she's tough. She's tough as nails. But at the same time, she's very, like, unafraid of her emotions, I feel like. I mean, yes. she doesn't really, like, express them too much because she does want to protect herself. But I feel like, especially when we look, because I mean, the obvious foil for me is like Kaz and Inej kind of complement each other. And she's very unafraid to kind of be vulnerable. And he's very, very the opposite. He doesn't want to share anything. Yeah. And so I think it's very interesting for me to see characters that are written as being strong and powerful, but also not afraid to be vulnerable. Because I think we've talked about that before. That can be a problem where it's like, the only way to be tough is to, like, kick butt. And it's like, yes, but there's a lot of ways to be tough.
Exactly. That's, like, one of my favorite things, because especially with strong female characters, you know, a lot of the time they close up their emotions and stuff. So it was just so refreshing to see. She's just, she doesn't have any magical powers or anything, but she's, like, can do so much. Like, it's just...
Yeah. She kind of does in a way. I mean, she doesn't, like, in the story, but, like, even if you think about the way that the heist and everything goes down, it's like she's vital. She's this critical, you know, it's like she has this superpower that's not actually, but it's like no one else can really do what she can do. She's just so good at it. And that's inspiring, I feel like.
Yeah, 100% agree. Okay, so who's your favorite character?
Okay, so this is hard for me to pick. I'm one of those people, but the first time I read it and then the second time around, I still feel really particularly drawn to Nina. And I think for me, I like Nina because she's just so sassy. And, like, she's just really not afraid to be exactly who she wants to be. And she doesn't put up with anybody's crap. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yes, I am.
Like, I feel like her and Inej get along very well because they have that same streak. Like, I love their friendship so much. It's one of my favorite parts. Yes. But also I feel like, particularly with Nina, her kind of closest relationship is with Matthias, they have a very complicated history, obviously. And she just doesn't let him be in his business. You know what I mean? Like, if he's acting a fool, she will tell him that he's acting a fool. And I just really like that she embraces her, you know, power, and she's just not afraid to be like who she is. You know what I mean?
Yes, 100%. I love Nina. And I just love when people, like, try to like, comment on her weight. So she's like, I like food, okay.
Yeah. She's like, yeah. She just she doesn't tolerate anything, you know? And I love seeing that because I feel like there's a lot of characters out there who, especially in some of Leigh Bardugo's works, you could say that sometimes her female characters kind of suppress themselves, you know, for other. And I just feel like Nina and Inej specifically are like the complete opposite of that. And I applaud that very much. I like seeing that a lot.
Yeah, I see a lot of people in the chat shipping Nina and Inej, and honestly, I can see that.
Yeah.
However,
however,
hardcore Inej and Kaz shipper. Like, they are one of my favorite couples in such a long time. Like, they are up there. Like, if you don't know me, Zutara is like my #1 thing. They are really, I mean, they don't overtake that, but they're up there.
What?
I don't know, like, just even from the beginning, like, they would have like this small tone and be like, oh my gosh, I just love them. Like, because they are like my favorite kind of because obviously it's like, it's not really hate to love, but like, they definitely, like, I love that trope where it's like, you know, they don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
But, like, a lot of the time that trope is done really poorly because
it's like annoying,
too mean to the other person.
Yeah.
You know, there's definitely like some friction. But like, I think it was just like the best way to do that trope, and I just love it.
I feel like they have such a complicated like dynamic. I think that's why I love it so much, is because you just never know what's going to happen. Like, I mean, you know, like, because you can tell that there's this intense chemistry, and because we get different POVs, we get these little snippets of like, I need a reason to talk to her. Like, you know that they like each other, you know, but it's just kind of like when you're just sitting across from them and it's like they're both idiots in a way. You know what I mean? It's like, you guys are so dumb. Like, just get together already. So there's that excitement of like waiting for it, like, to see what's gonna happen, you know?
Yeah. 100% slow burn, which is like my favorite.
Yeah.
Plus, I just love when it's like the little things are like everything. So like, even if it's like the little touch of the hand is you know?
Yes.
Like, oh, it's honestly, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, the chemistry is everything.
I mean, I feel like one of their very first scenes, if I'm remembering correctly, is when Inej is in the room and he's like changing, and he's just like changing clothes in front of her. He like doesn't even care. And it's like, you could just tell that it's like he knows what he's doing and she knows what he's doing. And I'm like, this is kind of like, you know, it's like kind of cute. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel you guys.
No, I know. Yeah, literally. Like, I can't believe, because usually I need, like, I feel like a lot of the time, if a book has a romance, there's a high chance I'm not going to ship it, because I just feel like I'm kind of picky when it comes to romance. But from the beginning, I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm already shipping this. Like, what's happening? Because usually I need
what's happening,
you know. But
Tom from TJ Reads the Stars shared a quote that I love about Inej and Kaz. It says, "I will have you without armor, Kazbrecker, or I will not have you at all."
Yes.
I mean, that's perfect Inej quote, I feel like.
I know, and that was one of my favorite scenes, because I loved when he finally like admitted that he had his feelings for her and stuff. And obviously I wanted them to get together, but then I just loved when she said that. I was like, yeah, Inej, stand up for your stuff.
Yes, because even then, she's like, I'm not gonna... Yeah. She's like, even as much as I care about you, she's like, I'm not gonna put up with this. Like, I deserve more than this, honey, you know? Yeah. And I'm like, get your man, girl. Get your man.
Oh, I honestly like don't know where to take this like this live show, because there's too many things to talk about.
I know.
Okay, so Jesper and Wylan. A lot of people are talking about Jesper and Wylan. Do you ship them? Yes, I know you would. I mean, love them. Even though we didn't get that much of them together, I just like when Jesper stood up for Wylan against Vanek. Yeah. One of the worst people ever. That was everything. Oh, Wylan. Okay, so let's do the rank. Do you have a rank, or is it too hard for you?
Well, I mean, I kind of have a rank. I could put one together. Like, I wouldn't have to sit for 20 minutes and do it. I could do
it. Okay, I'll say mine first. So while you think. Okay, so my favorite character, obviously, Inej. And then Kaz. They are really close. Like, I really do love Kaz, but I just love Inej a little bit more. And then it's Wylan. Even though we didn't get too much of Wylan, we'll obviously talk about that more later. Then it's Nina. Then it's Jesper. Then it's Matthias.
I'm shocked.
By the way, obviously, was that a joke?
Yeah.
Yeah, no offense, Matthias. Sort of hate him.
Yeah. So, okay. Let me... Okay, so I would say my favorite is Nina, but it's a close second with Inej. I think the female characters are my favorites. Then I would say my favorite of the men is Kaz. I think Kaz is really interesting and engaging. And I'm a sucker, if you've watched any of like my reviews, like I'm a sucker for that kind of confident, cocky little butthead kind of character who's, you know what I mean? Like I'm thinking of like Captain Thorne in the Lunar Chronicles, like kind of that like, you know, he's got the swagger or whatever. So Kaz is kind of like that, but obviously like more broody. And then I would say Wylan after Kaz, then Jesper, and then my least favorite is probably also Matthias. But I mean, at the same time, I love Nina a lot, and Nina and Matthias have a very complicated situation.
Do you ship them?
I feel like, okay, here's what I'm going to say. I don't want to talk too much about my personal feelings because I've read Crooked Kingdom.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot that happens, particularly like all of my favorite Jesper and Wylan moments and my favorite Nina Matthias moments really are in the second book. So I won't say much, but I do ship them. And I feel like they have a very interesting arc that is one of my favorites. But again, I think all of the relationships in this book have a really interesting arc because we have this sense of, with all of them, like Kaz and Inej are kind of wanting to be together, but they aren't because they're like, I don't know, they're like issues, you know, they're hesitations maybe.
Yeah.
And then Nina and Matthias are literally the extreme of like, they've tried to kill each other. You know what I mean? Like they literally like hate each other, but they also don't hate each other, you know? And then Jesper and Wylan are this little cute, like, you know, they're both kind of figuring things out, I think, with their, is that Scruffy?
He's trying to come in.
Oh my God. I love him.
Oh my gosh, he's obsessed with me.
So yeah, I mean, I feel like all I'm gonna say is I feel like people tend to hate Matthias, and I get why, because in this bunch of people, he's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. He's kind of like the stick in the mud, okay? And I just feel like, you know, let's talk after Crooked Kingdom, and we'll see how people feel about him then.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so for me, like, I was hating him throughout the whole book, and, you know, understandably, he was so... No, well, because he was, like, I feel like he's, like, you know, he symbolizes, like, racism sort of thing, because obviously he hates Grisha, and he, you know... So it was obviously so frustrating, and, like...
Yes.
And I know, obviously, he's changed, and he's had a lot of growth, and I do appreciate that, and I do recognize that, but I just feel like, just besides his issues, he's just boring. Like, there's just nothing to him, like, that I care about. Like, and even just him and Nina, like, whenever they had a, like, cute moment, I was just like, I don't even feel anything. Like, I don't feel any chemistry. So, I mean... I don't hate him, but, like, I was hating him throughout. But then I didn't hate him at the end. But I just kind of just, like, like, especially compared to the other characters, like, there's so many amazing characters, and he's just, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I
don't mind in Crooked Kingdom.
It's just difficult, I feel like, with him because he does represent some pretty dark themes.
I mean, I do really appreciate that. Like how it shows that he, like, people are, like, raised certain ways, and that's, like, it's not necessarily their fault and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know.
I also think it's a little bit weird that, you know, he has felt this way and been raised this way, but he kind of starts to change his mind only because he has a closer relationship to someone, you know, like with Nina and everything that kind of changes his perspective, which, I mean, I'm glad that his perspective changes, but it's also kind of like, I don't know. Like, I feel, you know what I mean? Like, I would rather it be because he's seen the error of his ways rather than he's like constantly being confronted by Nina, who's just really tough. You know what I mean? So I feel like he's one of those that, like, he has to be broken down, you know, rather than just like he gives in to his catharsis. He has to really be pushed, which makes him kind of a wet blanket at times, to be perfectly honest with you. Sorry, Matthias.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I'm interested to see if I change my thoughts in Crooked Kingdom, but
I'm very interested to hear your thoughts after Crooked Kingdom. So
yeah, actually, some people have asked if we're going to read it for the book club, and I don't think so. Like, so
I don't.
wait, like I need to start it ASAP.
Yes.
But
yeah. So okay, what should we talk about? We've talked about Jesper and Wyland. We've talked about Nina and Matthias. We've talked about Kaz and Inej. And I know we could go for 100 years with any or all of those. But I saw in the chat backstories. What do we think? I feel like that is such an important thing in this story and such a moving. I don't even know where to begin, you know?
I know, yeah. Like, I mean, obviously, to me, I mean, I was going to say what the most heartbreaking one. We shouldn't rank it in that way. But, like, I really felt for Kaz. I mean, okay, so Kaz, like, I feel like he's the kind of character who I could hate.
Yes.
Because, like, okay, so his characteristics. Usually I'm not a huge fan of that kind of character in books because I feel like it's been overdone and I'm just kind of over it because a lot of the time it's like their trauma is not, I mean, I don't want to say it's not justified, but like, it's like the smallest thing happens and then they're just like the rudest person to everyone in the world and like, what, like this little thing happened to me, like I'm allowed,
yeah,
sort of thing. But he obviously has been through a lot, like that's a fact. And I'm actually surprised he's not, like he's definitely cold and like, you know, doesn't want to open up, but I'm surprised he's not worse.
Yeah.
Of everything he's been through. So, like, I don't know, I just really love him.
I feel like that speaks to the true complexities of his character though, because when he's a child, I think it's interesting because he's the younger brother. So he seems like the way he is, you know, like he seems like the big brother of the Crows. He's like the leader, but he was the younger brother and he was very much under the wing of his older brother. And he, you know, there's that whole story about he wanted to play with the toys. Like he was very innocent and sweet, you know what I mean? And so I feel like at his heart, he still is a really good, genuine person who doesn't necessarily want to hurt people. He just wants to find justice in a world that doesn't provide justice, that never did for him and his story. So he's looking for it himself, you know, which I think is the key differentiator between, like, there are some characters like Kaz, I think, who are the dark, brooding kind of mean character, but they're mean, you know, like they're nasty or mean spirited. And I don't think Kaz is that. I mean, he's tough and he literally plucked someone's eyeball out of their head. So like, I'm not saying it's like kumbaya at the Six of Crows, like, you know, but I feel like he's looking for justice more so than he is like wrath, you know?
Exactly. And like, just you saying that, I just love how this book really kind of just makes you think about like morality and like what makes someone like good or evil. Like, because obviously he does a lot of bad things, like,
yeah.
But it's kind of like, does that make him a bad person because he was kind of forced to do some of the things? Like, for example, like, you know, when he goes looking for a job and they're like, we're not hiring. So then he, like, doesn't he, like, scrape the feet of the person working or something? Like, he, like, makes it so that they can't walk anymore. So then they can't walk. I mean, they can't work. So then he takes their...
Right.
Like, he needed money. Like, I mean, you know, it's kind of just, like, I don't know. I just love how complex it is. And, like, it's not just, like, you're good and you're evil, you know, obviously.
Yeah, it's not like black and white. It's more complicated than that, for sure.
Exactly. He's definitely a Slytherin, but he's like an amazing Slytherin.
Oh, for sure. I feel like he's a quintessential Slytherin character because he showcases, it's like the end justifies the means, you know, like he maybe doesn't always do the right thing or the moral thing, but he's doing it to achieve certain goals that are not necessarily bad goals.
Yeah.
It's just it's like you have to think about it. He exists in this world that's very gritty and dark, and it's like gang violence, basically. I mean, if that's what we're going to call it. So it's like he has to survive in that world, and so that means you can't really play by the rules. You have to make your own rules, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there's no virtue or something to sort of answer to in the end.
Exactly.
And I feel like he's also fascinating to me because of his cane, because of his yeah, and I feel like he in particular, he's a really interesting examination for me of like toxic masculinity and how he's like sort of stunted with his emotions, and that's how we see through his perspective how that affects him and how it affects his relationships, like with Inej or just even with the crows. How you can see, like when he was younger, he didn't really have that problem, but then he had to get tough so fast, and he's been picked on for being young and for being, you know, having not really any family, and then he has, you know, his cane and he sort of walks differently, and so there's a lot of reasons why people would pick on him, shall we say. I think he even says at some point something to the effect of like he has to be more tough than other people, like because like people want to take him down, you know what I mean? So I just think that's a really interesting angle that I think it's examined well with his character.
Yeah.
Which is not always the case.
And some people are talking about like how he doesn't seem, is he 16 or 17?
I think he's 17.
Yeah, all of the characters, sorry, but they are not. I mean, they have been through a lot, so maybe, but like they do not feel like they are 16 to 18. Is that what they are?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I could kind of see it a little bit. It's like just taking that, but then a little bit wiser. Because like they do kind of make dumb, like Kaz being emotionally stunted, like he could get over that with time. And Inej is a little bit naive. A little bit. You know, she's optimistic, but she, you know, and Nina is a little bit hot-headed. Matthias is very hot-headed. You know, and Wylan is
he's the oldest, isn't Matthias the oldest?
I know, Matthias is which is funny because he's also the one who's like the most of a jerk. So it's like he's the old man barking from his front lawn.
Oh. Yeah, so can we talk? Oh wait, so we got one question on Twitter, right, about Wylan.
About Wylan, yeah, and how lack of Wylan's perspective.
I was not happy about that because I love Wylan. Like we didn't get much of him, but I feel like he was the one Hufflepuff of the group. Would you agree?
For sure.
Yeah. So I just love. Okay, so one of my favorite things, obviously, is just a group of characters who are all super different. So obviously that is this book. And so I was like, we're missing like a Hufflepuff character. And for some reason I thought Matthias was going to be, just from the things that I've heard online. But I think I was confusing him and Wylan. Yeah, no, he is not.
No.
So yeah, as soon as I met Matthias, I was like, what is going on? But yeah, no, Wylan, as soon as we met Wylan, I was like, oh, okay. So he is the cutie. Like
he's so sweet.
And just that just makes it even more sad, like the fact that his dad sucks. Oh, honestly, was that like it shocking to you? It wasn't. I feel like I mean the fact that Bernick ended up being like it wasn't super shocking to me. Because I feel like I'm never really surprised with plot twists, just because, you know, you never know what's going to happen.
Especially in this kind of story. It's like, you know, it's not going to have a happy, like, into the sunset.
Yeah. Oh, and it made me so annoyed how he was sending letters to Wylan as like that weird, like, kind of rubbing it in his face that he couldn't even read it. What is that? Who does that?
He's a nutcase. I mean, he's a psycho, and I just, I mean, all I'm gonna say is he can catch me outside. How about that? Okay, like we'll settle this in the streets. Okay, I ain't got nothing to say to him, but I've got something to say to him. You know what I mean? Like we'll talk with our fists. Not here for it.
No, he needs. If he doesn't die in Crooked Kingdom, I'm suing. I mean, he must.
Somebody can leave Bardugo on the phone. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen. I will say I'm pretty sure that Wylan has point of view chapters in Crooked Kingdom. I'm almost positive that he does. Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time since I read Crooked Kingdom, so like I don't know. I just remember the specific things that I liked or didn't like. But I feel like he does I know for a fact he has a much larger role in the story in Crooked Kingdom, because I saw some people in the chat were saying like there wasn't enough Wylan. I'm like, yeah, you're right, there wasn't, but there's a lot more of him in the next book, and that's where most of my favorite Wylan moments are, is in the second book.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, and then what was I gonna say? Oh, I also think it's really interesting and important that we have a character like Wylan in this group, because Jesper is very, I don't know how I would phrase it. He's very like reckless, I guess. He like, you know, he's adventurous. He likes adrenaline. Kaz is very like emotionally, you know, repressed. Matthias is very hot-headed and just kind of an oaf, you know. And then Wylan is also a boy, but he's very much like sweet. And it sort of represents, because he's not really a crow, you know, like he's an outsider.
Yeah.
So it kind of gives you this perspective of like, he's still sweet and he's still kind of naive and just precious. And I just love him so much. I just think it's so important to see that, because it's like not all of the men in this book are the same. They're all different, which I think is
emotionally
good.
Constipated.
Ah, who said that? Yes, Margaret. Yes, emotionally constipated. He needs an emotional X-lax is what he needs.
No, actually, speaking of Jesper, even though you talked about everyone, we definitely didn't get enough of Jesper, in my opinion. Like, it's definitely not an equal thing where we get, you know, equal amount of each of the characters. So that's another reason why I can't say that like I love them equally, because I need to get to know them all. You know what I mean? Like I love them all except for Matthias, but you know, I just want. I need more Jesper and I need more Wylan.
Yeah, and you get them.
I mean, Rachel. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Rachel. XOXO. Got it, girl. But you will definitely get your Jesper Wylan life in Crooked Kingdom. So like, no spoilers. I'm just telling you, just pop your popcorn, girl. Like, you're going to be happy. Because I will agree. I will say, I think that in the second book, she does a good job of balancing what we didn't get enough of, we get in the second. So it's a little bit more like kind of a full circle situation. But I mean, of course, there's still lots of Nina, Matthias stuff and Kaz, Inez stuff, but we get more with our little babies as well.
Yeah, I personally think I'm going to love Crooked Kingdom more.
Yeah.
I know Spencer doesn't like it as much as Six of Crows.
No. I'm excited to reread it though, because I'm I'm rereading it in March, because I'm rereading that, and then I'm going to read King of Scars, because that will complete my Grisha experience. But I feel like I will like it more the second time, but I don't know. It caught me off guard the first time. That's all I'm going to say. So. But I think I can't wait to hear everybody's thoughts. I hope you guys will pick it up. Because
even though we're not going to do it for the book club, I am planning to do a spoilery reading vlog for my experience for Crooked Kingdom, because I did that for Six of Crows, so coming soon. But Scruffy. Okay, I just need to let Scruffy in. He keeps knocking at the door.
Scruffy.
Oh, sorry. Did someone ask the question? How soon? Is the question how soon is the vlog going up?
How soon is how soon is your vlog coming up?
The Six of Crows one, either this coming week or the next week after that.
Oh my gosh, pick a date, Chloe.
I mean, I don't know how long it's going to be. I've filmed a lot of footage for it, but hopefully.
What people want to know. Yeah, now everyone wants, I was going to say, no one cares about Six of Crows. Scruffy's here. He is the true, he's a member of the dregs.
That would be everything.
I'm obsessed.
Yes, apparently there's going to be a third Six of Crows book. What are your thoughts on that now, because you've read Crooked Kingdom?
I feel like it's correct. I feel like I need to know more things. I don't know
Is
what
that why
happened.
you didn't like Crooked Kingdom as much? Because you didn't feel satisfied?
Well, yeah, I think so. It's just, it feels like there's more story to be told. Like, I feel like I just didn't seem like, normally I feel like with a duology, you know that if it's just 2 books, like the second book is like it. So it has a different sense of being over. And I feel like when I read Crooked Kingdom, I was like, that didn't feel complete. So now that I know there's going to be another one, I'm like, all right, let's do it. I'm feeling you. I'm very excited. And I don't know what happens in King of Scars because I've heard that some of the characters are also make appearances in King of Scars, but I don't want to know. No one tell me. I don't know. But I'm excited to see what's going to happen continuing with the Grisha world, you know.
So the question is, do you like Six of Crows more than the Grisha trilogy?
I don't want to say anything rude, but I feel like if you don't like Six of Crows more than the Grisha trilogy, you need to probably reevaluate some of your life choices. I honestly am surprised because I literally went straight from I finished Rune and Rising and then I immediately picked up Six of Crows. And I am shocked in a way that it's the same person. Because I mean, I haven't, like, I'm not, no spoilers, but I will tell you guys, I really hated Ruin and Rising. Like, hated it. And I am just really, it was amazing to see the change and the growth. Because I'm like, who is this? Like, if you told me it was like 2 different authors, I would believe you. like I just like can't, you know what I mean? Like, it's so dramatically improved. And,
I know. And now that I think about it, the Darkling is that character that I hate. Like the, you know, good-looking, broody, like really mean, but you're supposed to love him. I mean, I don't know if she wanted people to love him, but no, thank you to the Darkling. I mean, I'll never. The Darkling, no.
Ooh, Alexa has a good one. She says, quotes next. Let's discuss sisters. Yes, sisters. Let's talk about it. Well, I didn't mark nothing because I think I've said I'm out of tabs because I'm trash. So, Chloe, you're. I know. I'm working on it. Okay. I'm unprepared. I'm unprofessional.
I mean, of course, the iconic quote, "No mourners, no funerals." Like, I didn't really know what that meant before going. Like, I've obviously heard that quote before because everyone talks about it, but I didn't really know what it meant. I was just like, what even is that? But I just love it, and I just love every time they say it to each other. I'm just like they could possibly die, but that might be the last time they see each other, you know? But I don't know. I just love it.
It's like, yeah, it's like the last time they may see, like they might die, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so sweet. Like, I
just love how it's like because like it clearly means like I don't know. I feel like there's more like that's their way to be like Ellie.
it's like the equivalent of this to the Hunger Games, you know? It's like this to that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going through my pink tabs. Oh, okay, this is one I really love. Wait, who's saying this? Okay, I don't want to like drag this too long, so I don't know who it is. But someone says, like someone calls someone a dog or something, and they say, I shouldn't have said that. Dogs no loyalty, at least. It's an insult to the dog to call you one. And I always think that whenever people call someone else a dog, I'm like, as an insult, I'm like, what are you talking about?
I feel like that's Matthias that says, isn't that Matthias that says that to Nina? Which makes it even worse, I feel like. Like he was such a jerk to her. I'm pretty sure that that's Matthias that says that. I could be wrong, though.
I can see Nina. I'm trying to quickly go through it. Nina, possibly Matthias? Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, I think it's like when she's in the ship the first time, you know? She's like a prisoner, and he like comes to her, and she's like, give us water. He's like, you're a dog.
Okay, now I kind of hate that quote.
Yeah, I was like, he's a real piece of work.
I mean, I love the quote just by itself, but not in this context.
Yeah. Okay, what about the I'm on Goodreads, so like these are popular ones. Like, you know, they're not special. But the heart is an arrow. It demands aim to land true. Classic.
Yes, that's a classic.
Love that one. Ooh, this is a good one. Sorry, we were talking about when everyone knows you're a monster, you needn't waste time doing every monstrous thing.
Yes.
I feel like that's a good, like, overall quote for the whole discussion we had about morality and like good versus bad.
Yeah,
you know?
morality.
Morality.
Yeah.
Hey.
I actually loved, I don't know if I will be able to find it quickly, but it wasn't necessarily, like, it's not like a cool quote, but I just, for some reason at this moment, I was just like, oh, Levi Diggo's writing is just so good. It was when Kaz was using Geordie's body to like swim across.
Oh my
the
God.
ocean. Yeah, that was
no.
And then
why would you bring that up to me? I'm emotional. It's my birthday, Chloe. Okay, stop trying to attack me on this live show. Wow.
I know, honestly, like, who goes through that and like isn't the worst person ever?
I know, which I feel like speaks to Kaz's character.
Exactly.
That's its virtue.
Anyway, so he was swimming with Geordie, and it was something like there was no point to be scared of the sharks because he was as monstrous as them, or something like that.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I think that was it, pretty much. Like, I'm a monster now too.
Yeah, like I had like chills. I was just like, oh yes.
It's a very, I mean, obviously it's a really dark scene. It's like one of the worst scenes in the book, but it's one of the most powerfully written because it really conveys, it really like hits the target, you know?
Okay, I have another quote.
Okay.
They were sitting close together, their shoulders nearly touching.
Oh my God. We love a middle school romance.
Honestly, though, I love it. Like, I literally like was like, yes.
Yes. Yes. Oh, one of my favorite quotes, classic. The water hears and understands. The ice does not forgive.
Yes. Oh my God.
I love that.
Oh,
the North remembers. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, this isn't a quote, but I just went to my tab. And I love this. So yeah, I love the friendship between Inej and Nina.
Same.
And same. And so stupid Matthias. Anyway, so Matthias is talking about Nina. He's like, she's brave, and then Nina says, and funny, foolish. Every last thing needn't be a joke. And Inej says bold, and he goes loud, and then he says, Nina is everything you say. It's too much. And then Inej replies, taking a sip from her mug. Maybe you're just not enough.
The rape strikes again.
That was one of my favorite things ever. Like, stupid Matthias. I mean, again,
drag him.
I feel like, I mean, I know that, you know, he was raised a certain way, but he's just so annoying.
Yeah, he's a jerk. Like, he's a butthead, you know?
He truly is.
Because it's like, you're raised how you're raised, but like, you still have a choice in who you are as a person. You know what I mean? Like, Kaz did not have an easy upbringing. Okay, Inej did not have an easy upbringing. Like, none of them had an easy upbringing. Okay, even Wylan, who, you know, was definitely more privileged than a lot of people, we know he did not have an easy upbringing with that crazy father of his. So you still have a choice in who you want to be. Okay, Matthias, get it together, girl.
We are all someone's monster. Love that.
That's deep and dark.
Well,
I'm gonna get that tattooed on my face right here. We are all someone's monster.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, what else do we need to talk about? We talked about quotes. We talked about ships.
You know what's funny? I feel like we haven't even talked about the plot at all.
I'm sorry, did this book have a plot? Was there a plot in it? I missed it.
I mean, that just shows how character driven it is. Because, like, I feel like the main things people want to talk about is the characters and, you know. I mean, I guess we should talk about the whole Judah Perem thing.
Yeah, I guess that was, like, kind of part of the story, whatever.
I mean, it's someone's birthday?
I
think it's someone's birthday.
My birthday. Don't know if you forgot in the last 10 seconds, but... Oh, so is it someone else's birthday? Do I have a birthday twin?
Truth Peace, I think.
Ooh, Truth Peace. Happy birthday.
Oh, wait, maybe it's not. Wait.
No, it says it's also my birthday today, they said.
Oh, yes,
happy birthday, Truth Peace. Hey, we wear these hats just for you. We knew you were going to be here. I feel like... Oh, we also have to talk about Netflix. People want to talk about the Netflix.
Oh, right, yeah.
But let's talk about the plot, because it's like a formality. We have to talk about it. I feel like, I don't know, what was some of your favorite moments? I feel like that's a good way to talk about it. What was your favorite? I don't know.
I mean, when Kaz woke up and he was surrounded by corpses.
Wow, okay.
I'm kidding, was that too much?
Was that? No, I think that was just enough, Chloe. Crazy. And
No,
my favorite scene was when Kaz woke up next to all the corpses. Okay, all right. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and go. It's been fun, you guys. I'll see you later.
The first and last Brooks with Friends live show.
Yeah. The eyeball scene. The eyeball scene is extreme, and I am obsessed with it. Because honestly, it was like. Also, I feel like, and then the reaction, because Wylan is like so heartbroken, and Kaz is like, "Get over it." I'm like, he literally just gouged the man's eye out. Like, you don't want to try him right now, and Wylan was still like not having it.
I know. I feel like this is going back to the characters, but I loved. Oh yeah, so Nina takes the Judipram, and so she has like a heightened ability.
She goes full Dark Phoenix. Yes.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, you should see." Isn't it like Kaz's heartbeat or something, or like his breath or something every time he looks at Nina?
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm sorry, not Nina, Inej.
I was like, no, Inej, but yeah. Okay.
That was like, see, that's why I just love all the little like details.
It's very like, there's never a big like dramatic thing. It's just all these little breadcrumbs, you know?
Yeah. Oh,
I feel like,
I love it.
I feel like the actual heist section was quite exciting. It's not.
I guess it was.
I guess it was okay. Like for me, I feel like one of the moments that always gets me so panicked is when Inej is climbing up and it's like hot, so it's like her shoes are melting, and I'm like, oh my god! And of course, Matthias like didn't get his schedule right. Like, okay, thanks a lot, Matthias. But yeah, that scene. Yeah, the climb. It's the climb. Miley Cyrus. It's the climb. Yeah, that scene gets me. Because it's like, and I'm so protective of Inej too, because like I love her, so I'm always like, oh my god, if anything bad happens to her, I will key Lee Bardugo's car. You know what I mean? Like, don't try me.
Someone said I don't get why people are surprised at their age. Like most people in YA are that age. I mean, I think the reason why people are surprised is because they don't act like a typical 16-year-old would.
Well, I don't know about you, but when I was 16, I also was climbing up incinerator shafts. It was a hobby of mine, so
I feel like they could have been 18, like at least.
Yeah.
I definitely aged them up in my head.
But I always do that when I read I always said that. Yeah. I like never. I was like, she was 15. I'm like, okay, whatever. She's 25. Like I I'm trying to think of other. I mean, the scene where we get Kaz's backstory with Jordy. It's kind of spread out. Like it's a couple different scenes, but that whole backstory is pretty powerful. Yeah. It's not. I don't feel like calling it my favorite though, because it's like not my favorite, but like it's so powerful.
Yeah,
I think it's really important,
and I think we get the most of Kaz's. I mean, we definitely do. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I mean, the ending is not my favorite. I was so pissed the first time I read it, but like, I feel like the ending is quite. Like it's a moment, you know what I mean? Where you're like, oh my god, what is happening? Like.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the only thing that slightly annoys me about it is like kind of the classic, like, I mean, Inej definitely isn't like a damsel in distress sort of thing, but it's like, rescue the girl. I mean, I kind of want Inej to just escape herself and just be like, well, I already did it. You know what I mean?
Peace.
Yeah.
I'm not Cinderella because I saved myself, girl. Yeah, no, I feel you on that.
Like,
But I also feel like, can we just talk? But I mean, he took her because he knows what is important.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like, that's another little breadcrumb.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes, when Kaz told Matthias, what makes you think you'll be going back with a tongue? Yeah, I would not want to make him mad. Although, to be honest, like, I feel like he could kind of, punch Matthias around, kind of slap him around a little. That'd be fine with me.
I also love just like all the humor that's in it. Because obviously it's like a really dark story, but it's like so many funny moments. I love when Wyland's like, is it safe to leave them, alive? I'm not big on killing unconscious men.
And it's safe to leave them, like, alive? Literally me. And I feel one, even like we were talking earlier when Inej was like sipping her tea, literally, it's like holding her mug, like, well, maybe you're not enough. Like, it's very like shady humor. Like they all just like they like low key hate each other, but they don't actually hate each other. They just like want to drag each other all the time, which is a mood.
That just made me think. I think that's another reason why I don't really love Matthias, because I feel like the only person in the group that likes him is Nina.
Yeah.
So like,
well, yeah.
You don't know. Like I feel like none of the others are like. Oh, yeah,
well, it's funny because your favorite is Inej, and Inej hates Matthias because she's good friends with Nina, and so she's like, you can do better, girl.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like my favorite is Nina, so I like Matthias more because of how Nina feels about him. Like I feel like that affects my perception of him, And I think it's like the opposite for you.
Yeah, and I think it also affects me liking Nina. I mean, I do love Nina, but like that's why she's sort of lower on the rank, because I feel like she would have potential to be higher, but because every time it was her perspective, I knew that Matthias would be in it. I was like, like wasn't super excited. But when it was Inej, I was like, Kaz.
And then Segal says Nina's horrible singing was, yes, that is so funny. What did she say? She's like, you literally couldn't carry a tune if it was in a bucket. Like, girl.
I love when Nina says, I like to eat when I'm in the mood. And I'm always in the mood.
Yes, queen.
Oh, and can we talk about the fact that Inej touched Kaz?
Oh, scandalous.
She touched his cheek. She thought he might flinch again, even knock her hand away in nearly 2 years of battling side by side with Kaz, of late night scheming, impossible heists, clandestine errands, and harried meals of fried potatoes and hot spot gobbled down as they rushed from one place to another. This was the first time she had touched him skin to skin without the barrier of gloves or coat or shirt sleeve. She let her hand cup his cheek.
I hope she's talking about his face. Oh my goodness. That is next level. And also so extra. How there's like this whole long description of like, it's the first time they've ever touched skin to skin. All right, okay, word. I see you. Yes, all caps. She touched him. Yes, all caps.
That's one of my favorite scenes.
Joyce says she touched the butt. Yes, yes, she did, but not really.
Oh
but you could theoretically argue that.
Oh my gosh, Scruffy is being a weirdo.
Don't talk about my king like that.
This is a funny quote, actually. This wasn't the time or the place for moral quibbling.
Yes. And somebody earlier, I think it was, I want to find it because I want to say the name. Oh, I just saw it. I just had it and then I lost it. It was the scene where they're talking about how to steal a man's wallet. And everybody has a different answer. And then Matthias is like, you're all horrible people. Or whatever.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, look who's talking. Oh my god.
You should rename this Chloe dragging Matthias for 2 hours or whatever. Because that's basically what this has become.
I mean, he better have, like, I think the reason is, I mean, there's a lot of reasons. But, like, a huge reason is because he was so annoying throughout. he has to be really cool to make up for it, you know what I mean? But he's not
Yeah.
that cool to me.
Oh.
Like, he needs to have some, like, you know, what do you love about him? Like, what do you love about him?
Wow.
Like,
okay. I'm feeling very attacked right now.
No, I mean, I
okay.
actually want to know, like, what character, like, do you think he's funny? Like, you know.
I mean, I
love that Nina loves him.
I can't tell you anything because
I feel bad for people who like Matthias.
All I'm saying is here's the tea, okay? When I read Six of Crows, I was like you. I absolutely hated Matthias, and I thought he was so annoying. And I didn't understand why Nina liked him, besides the fact that he was cute. And I'm like, girl, there's a lot of cute people. Like, you can find one that's cute and not annoying, okay? And then in Crooked Kingdom, there's just a much different vibe. So my perspective of him changed a lot. And I feel like we'll talk later and we'll see how you feel. But I also think it's like he could have been worse than he is. Like, he's kind of annoying and he's not the most exciting person. But Nina does care about him and he does care about Nina. And there's just something there that I think is interesting between them. I don't know. If you try to get me to explain it, I honestly can't tell you. And the truth is, I still put him at the bottom of the totem pole. Okay, he's still not my favorite. I just feel like I don't want to drag him as much as I used to. But I'm living for you, so please continue.
It'd be funny if, like, he ended up being my favorite character. No, that is impossible.
That's not gonna happen. I mean, he changes, but like not not that.
Like, when he betrayed Nina at the ice court, I was like, oh, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
But then he's sort of like, you know.
But not really, though. I mean, kind of. But still, it's like, really, girl, get it together.
Oh, that whole thing with, like, Nina and Matthias planning to kill, is it Yulbaya? There are a lot of things I don't know how to pronounce. Like, Matthias is from
Fierda, I think.
Fierda? Okay.
Fierden?
Yeah, anyway.
He's from the fjord. I don't know. Something like that.
Actually, I do love the map. Like, and I love how all of the, you know, what's happening.
What?
Sorry. Anyway.
What? No, I'm just getting the map, girl.
Yeah.
Am I in trouble?
Oh, yeah. Because you read the Grisha Trilogy, so did you enjoy seeing, like, we did see some characters from the Grisha Trilogy, like Nikolai. Just, like, it was really small, but it was, like...
I mean, it's interesting
there wasn't
to me.
really spoilers, did you think? For, like...
No. There's no spoilers in this book, but in Crooked Kingdom, there are kind of spoilers, but not really.
Yeah, everyone asks, like, do you need to read it? Okay, so now that you've read it, do you personally think it's better to read Six of Crows without having read the Grisha Trilogy? Or is it better to read it with... Oh, wait, I think you already said at the beginning you liked it better because of... I
mean, if you don't want to read the Grisha Trilogy at all and you just don't care about it, then no, it doesn't matter. But if you do want to read the Grisha Trilogy, I would say read it first because you have so much more appreciation for this book after surviving the third book. Like, it's just so much better. Plus, I mean, and they talk a lot about this in this book about the Ravkin Civil War, which is the whole plot of the trilogy. So it's nice to kind of have a, familiarity with what had happened, especially from Nina's storyline because she was like from Ravka or whatever.
Yeah, I actually wasn't expecting there to be a Grisha in like the Crows. Like
Kirch, right?
Wait, so okay, even though I've already read the Grisha trilogy and I've read Six of Crows, I still don't understand the fabricator thing. So Jesper is a fabricator, right?
Yes.
So
I said that like I'm Lee Bardugo, like yes, canon confirmed, yes.
Like, so yeah, is Jesper Grisha? Like, is that a form of Grisha?
Yeah.
Oh, so 2 Grishas in...
Yeah, but he's like on the down low. He like doesn't want to deal with it. Which I think is
doesn't want Matthias to know because
Yeah, and he doesn't want Nina to know. He says he doesn't want Nina to know because then she'll be like telling him he needs to go and join the army in Ravka and all that, and he's like not having it.
Wait, wasn't it like he was going to university or something like that? I found that so interesting. I'm like,
he lied. He's a liar. He told his papa he was going to go to university. He's like, I'm going to go get my degree. And then he went down there and was like, I'm going to gamble and shoot things.
Yeah. I found that so interesting because I'm like, university? Like, I don't know. I just never really think about that kind of thing in like fantasy.
University? Yes. Same.
Like, what is he going to learn?
Yeah, it's, I don't know. It's a good question. Especially when he is a fabricator, you know? Like, if he has, like, power, you know? I mean, obviously, like, if I had a superpower, I would not go to college. You know what I
mean? Yeah.
Okay, is there any... we were going to talk about Netflix. And,
yes.
Or just our thoughts on that. I'm very concerned, honestly. I mean, it's like, I'm very excited because I've now realized, even though I didn't love the Grisha trilogy, I'm like Grisha trash. Like, I love this world and this series so much. Like, I'm so excited to keep reading. But I'm very concerned about trying to combine them. Like, I feel like Six of Crows is its own thing. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
And I mean, we don't know yet. Like, maybe it's like Six of Crows is going to be like one season, you know, or like they're going to split it up or something. But yeah. Oh, in case you didn't know, they announced a couple weeks ago that Netflix is adapting the Grisha trilogy and Six of Crows into a TV show on Netflix. We don't know what it's called yet, and we don't know who's in it or when it's coming out or anything like that. But they said they're going to combine them.
Apparently, it's already on Netflix. Like, you can add it to your watch list or something. I saw someone tweet that.
What?
It was called something. I think it's called Shadow and Bone.
Me getting on my Netflix right now. Just kidding.
I think it is called Shadow and Bone.
Oh, is it called Shadow and Bone?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm Googling it, Netflixing it.
I saw like a screenshot of... Oh, yes!
It's in there? How come yours loaded faster? Oh, wow. Okay, mine's literally still loading. Thanks, Apple.
You can add it to your watch list. It says, sinister forces plot against a young soldier when she reveals a magical power that might unite her world.
Tea. I want to like lick it. I love it. Okay, my list. Add it. Oh wait, no, you can't add it until it becomes available.
Oh right.
I can't even add it.
Well, it's.
I'm done. No, I'm not going to thumbs up because what if it's terrible? I don't want people to get the wrong opinion.
Yeah, no, the casting. Okay, so I mean, I guess everyone gets excited / nervous whenever something like their favorite book is going to be adapted. And yeah, the fact that they're combining it, I just don't know. Like, yeah, unless they do seasons or something, like one season. It's just an interesting choice. Like, I mean,
it's a choice, period. Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe it's going to be, I hope it's amazing.
Can I be honest with you? I feel like they were looking at the stories and they're like, the Grisha trilogy is not strong enough on its own to be adapted as a show. Like, I'm sorry, I don't think it is. So they're like, Six of Crows is really good. So what if we like combine it in some way? Like, I don't know how they're going to do it, but just like the whole Ravka Civil War thing is like not interesting enough to be a TV show. I'm sorry, but it's not. Sue me.
Yeah, agreed. Like, and also, yeah, the casting, if they whitewashed, no, I don't think they would.
They wouldn't.
No.
Leigh Bardugo's producing, so like I think casting, yeah, she's like an EP, she's like executive producing, so I'm pretty sure casting, like people will be mad because it won't be the people that they want probably, but I think the casting will still be good. Like I don't think they're gonna do anything stupid, like whitewashing or whatever. I don't think if that does, I'm gonna be very shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alexa says Leigh said they won't. She tweeted about it, I think, so.
Oh, good. You know, I'm not usually a fan casting person. Like, I don't usually think of people to, like, you know. But Wyland, Troye Sivan. Agree or disagree?
Ooh, I could see it. For sure.
Feel like I like that's one. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna be sad because I don't really expect that to happen, but like that would be cool.
Yeah.
As long as they don't cast Cole Sprouse, no offense. Like,
Ooh,
I've seen some people say Cole Sprouse, like, and I'm just over Cole Sprouse, to be honest.
Wow. Okay, Cole Sprouse was just found dead in a ditch. Wow. Okay.
No, just a lot of people like fan cast him as like YA things. So.
Yeah, I saw him fan cast as the Darkling, and I'm like, where?
No.
Oh. Although you'd be okay with that because you apparently hate the Darkling, so you'd be like,
do you not hate the Darkling?
No, I don't hate the Darkling. Sorry.
Interesting. Wait, do you ship Alina with the Darkling?
I ship Alina with herself.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's, I mean, like, kind of, honestly, a little bit.
Wait, you ship them?
A little bit.
Where's the end button? I am shocked.
Where's the end button? Where is it? We're done.
Okay.
What is that?
Oh, sorry. Did you want to say something?
No, what is that like banging noise? Is that you? Is that from you?
My mom's cooking downstairs. I think this microphone may be too good sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Picking up.
No, I thought it was me. I thought it was like my headphones, and I was like, wait, what is this? No, you're fine. It's totally good. Yeah, okay.
So,
Darklina. Yeah, sorry, Darklina. A little bit.
A little bit. Sort of judging you for that.
Well, some people are not. So some people here are correct, and the other people are Chloe. So
you know, we will talk about that more after. But anyway, if you have any more questions, then feel free to ask. Because I think we've sort of. I mean, we haven't covered everything. There's so much to this book, but I don't have much else, I don't think, to say.
Look at this and not my face.
So, as we all know, it's Sansa's birthday. So, to celebrate,
oh my God.
I made a
cake. No, you didn't.
I did. And it's, okay, just before I show you, it's really sucky. I had a busy day yesterday, and I made it yesterday, and it's not the best, but it's the thought.
Oh my God, I love it.
Happy birthday, Spence. So yeah, as you can see, it's really sloppy, but yeah.
Just like me, it's a mess. Just, oh my God, I thought you were gonna drop that on yourself, and I would have lost myself. I love, and it's like, is it blue, right? It looks blue on the camera.
Yes, it is.
That's
light
my
blue
color.
I know, that's why I did blue.
Oh, stop it.
So I thought we could have a cool birthday celebration. I have candles.
Oh no. Oh my God.
I know, someone said the sad part is Spence can't have his face. I'm like, yeah, everyone's like, who are you baking cake for? I'm like, Spence, I'm like, doesn't he live in America? I'll ship it to you.
Mail it to me and I'll get this like weird cake in like 4 weeks. Oh my God.
So let's put a few candles in.
I turned 27, so you have to put 27 candles.
Sorry, we don't have time for that.
She's like, I'm sorry, we have fire code here. That's not gonna work.
Okay. 3 candles enough?
Yes. 1 for you, 1 for me, and 1 for all our friends.
Oh yes! Oh my gosh, yes. So that's Spencer, that's me, and that's
you guys are at the top
in the chat.
Yes, that's all of you guys.
Okay, so
ASMR with the matches.
Okay, so let's light it. Also, are you a happy birthday person? Because I personally hate when people sing happy birthday.
Yeah, we don't have to sing. I mean,
we can just say it.
Yeah, thank you. Now I expect a full 4-piece orchestra, please. Please don't burn yourself. Oh, okay. We love
oh my gosh,
fire,
I'm actually
please.
excited. I actually feel bad. Like, I'm just going to be eating this and you're just like...
Yeah, really great. No, just kidding. I love it.
Oh my gosh, how exciting. Thank you to everyone. We should take this moment to say thank you to everyone who's joining us because we have been so excited for our book club and I can't believe it's finally here and every month we're going to have fun and to hang out. So Happy birthday, Spence. Now blow, and then I'll like blow it.
Okay.
Okay.
I have to make a wish first.
Oh yeah, make a wish. Wait, we should take a screenshot right now. Can someone screenshot this and send it to us?
Why can't we screenshot it ourselves?
Well, because I'm holding this with two hands. You screenshot.
Oh, okay. Wait, okay. Wait, how do I screenshot it?
Pose. Oh.
Okay, screenshot. We're just modeling in the middle of this moment. Okay, I'm ready. I made my wish. I'm gonna blow it out. Are you ready?
Ready? Whoa!
Wow, my breath just carried like 4,000 miles. Love it.
So now, do you want to cut it?
Yes. I brought my knife. Just kidding.
Here's your knife.
Thank you. Love it.
Yeah, thank you. This is like a role play.
We should have coordinated. How funny would it have been if I had a knife and just like actually I pulled it out?
Well, because this is actually a surprise to Spencer as well. I didn't tell him.
I did not. I was not prepared.
Yeah, so I wanted to surprise. Okay.
She's a trickster.
Make another wish.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, the first slice has been cut.
The first slice is...
You can't really see it. Okay, I'm prepared with my plate.
What? She's got a whole kitchen over there. She's like gonna wheel out a stove in a minute. Be like, I also made creme brulee, everyone. Baked Alaska. Anyone have a blowtorch? Like,
I am thriving right now. Like
you are living your best life. And I can see
I know,
it.
like thank you for having your birthday today.
She's like, thank you for giving a reason to celebrate.
So I can eat cake.
Yes.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Are you like low-key judging it, by the way? Because it's like really not the best.
No, I love it. It's fantastic.
I mean, I was originally gonna do the Harry Potter one, like
yes.
But then I didn't have enough icing to do like the pink one.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
blue is better anyway. Because you're a Ravenclaw and blue is my favorite color. So like blue is just the color.
If you're a Slytherin, shouldn't green be your favorite color?
I can be no, as a Slytherin, I can choose whatever color I want to, and anybody that tells me anything is gonna get punched. So
that should be a quote.
Yes, that's a quote. Somebody write that down.
All right, I didn't even offer the live chat people. You want this slice?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
I'll feed it to you.
Oh, oh my god.
Yeah, we actually should have planned it so then like you suddenly have a spoon.
So I would like have a spoon. That would have been really ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I think we have Hogwarts houses as of the characters. So we all know Kaz is Slytherin, Wylan is Hufflepuff. You know, I think Inej is Ravenclaw. I mean,
I think you want her to be a Ravenclaw.
I mean, I feel like she's Ravenclaw or Slytherin. But like, okay, I don't know. What do you think?
I could kind of see. Honestly, I could see Inej as a Gryffindor. I mean, I know that's maybe unpopular, but I feel like I could see her as that because she has this real sense of duty, like, and of service and like bravery. I feel like, yeah, it's a mukbang.
Wait, someone said you can't eat cake with a spoon. Just Becky and stuff. Hello, how else do you eat it?
She's living her best life, and no one's gonna stop her. I feel like Inej is probably a Gryffindor, and I feel like Nina to me is a Gryffindor because she likes to argue. So she's that's a Gryffindor trait. She's ready to fight. Jesper?
A fork. That's interesting. I always eat cake with a spoon.
You're really obsessed with the spoon now, aren't you?
Sorry, well, because people are talking about it in the chat. Wait, okay, Spencer.
Everybody, she goes, what else do you eat it with? They're like, with a fork, Chloe. Look it up.
Well, what do you eat cake with, Spencer?
We use a fork, but...
Maybe that's like an American thing. I mean, I feel like I can eat it with a fork, but you just go through the cracks.
Way to make it an American thing. Okay. Yeah, Nina, Inej are Gryffindor. I think Jesper could be a Gryffindor as well. Jesper as a Ravenclaw? I don't know. Do you get Ravenclaw vibes from him?
Not really.
He seems too reckless to be a Ravenclaw. I feel like a Ravenclaw would be more calculating than he is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Jesper
I can see
could be a
Jesper's Hufflepuff.
Yeah, I could see it. And I think, who else? Matthias? Matthias didn't go to Hogwarts. He's a muggle.
Yeah,
Okay?
he did not get the letter.
No, he went to Ilvermorny. Okay, and was like a chicken bird or whatever it's called. Like, he's in the house that's like a goat or like what?
Serpent, maybe.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the characters could be like one or the other, but like I feel like the two main like 100% is Kaz as Slytherin,
yes,
and Wylan as Hufflepuff.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Matthias is a squib. Yes.
Yes, Penny.
Oh my gosh, he did probably go to Durmstrang. Isn't?
Well, I mean, it's in another world, so who's to say? But I like how she's like, yeah, he would have. I mean, if it's a Russian fantasy, they all probably would have gone to Durmstrang, technically, but yeah, Matthias is a squib. Confirmed. I'll call Lee Bardugo in the morning. Actually, I'll get her on the phone.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, hi, Lee.
Matthias is a Hufflepuff.
A Hufflepuff? No, Emily. I don't see it. I love you to death, but I don't see it. Although I feel like she's gonna come back though with the clapback. She's gonna be like, here's why. Here's my essay with an attached.
If you give 3 solid reasons why, then we'll accept it.
Yeah. Matthias is a Ravenclaw. Actually, I could see him as a Ravenclaw.
Back off. He's not welcome in the common room.
Sorry. I could see it.
Tom said, as a Hufflepuff, Matthias can't sit with us. Oh my gosh, Tom said, do you also hate Matthias?
I mean, everybody hates Matthias.
Okay, wait. Actually, let's just ask the chat. Who is your favorite character? Because I just want to see like the most common, because I think Kaz is the most popular one. I think. Would you say, like, just based on what I've seen?
Who, Kaz?
Yeah, I feel like Kaz is what most people say.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Inej.
Inej and Kaz are, I think, the top.
Matthias is so favorite.
People also do love Nina though, but I think the number one is Kaz and Inej for sure.
Oh, the chat is popping.
Ooh, oh girl.
Kaz,
it is flying.
Nina, Jesper. Yeah, I do really love Jesper and Wylan. I just need more of them to like get more of a connection.
I just sent you. Did you see that little link?
Oh yeah.
Alexa sent this to us on Twitter, and it's a test of which order whether we're corporeal key, ethereal key, or material key. Those sound so weird when you say them out loud.
I feel like that's not how you pronounce it.
Well, I'm a dumb American. I don't know.
No, well, I listened to the Grisha Trilogy like audiobooks, so I feel like it's.
Oh, well, then you would know. How does it say?
Oh, no. I mean, I kind of forgot. I think it's...
No. You can't say to me, I heard the audiobooks, and then be like, oh, no, I don't know. Like, no, you know.
It's a long time. I feel like it's Corporal Kai. I think that's how they said it.
Oh, it's all Kai. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's all Kai. Ethereal Kai.
Ethereal Kai.
We just sound so stupid.
I'm a material Kai. I'm living in material world.
Wait, juiced?
Juiced?
I was so confused when I first started this, and I was like,
yeah, that's what? The most iconic quote of this whole book series, right here. Page 1, line 1.
Yeah.
Juiced had 2 problems: the moon and his mustache.
I was like, who is this? I've never heard of this person.
Yeah, I'll put the link here for the test, you guys. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hopefully, it didn't get blocked for spam. But it's a short little quiz.
Oh, yeah, it's not blocked.
You want to know which one you are.
Joist.
Joist?
Joist.
Is that how you say it? Joist? Or juice? I thought it was juiced, like juice.
Orange juiced.
Yes.
Okay, so should we take the quiz now?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. What is your dream vacation spot? Okay. Wait, are you looking at it now? We'll just say our answers. Okay, my dream vacation spot. A cabin deep in the forest.
I would say mine would be a lakeside with a mountain view. So wait, I need to write these down. I'm going to forget.
Yeah, I know. I just realized how we're going to
I'll take notes. So A and B. Okay. And then next question is...
Oh, you're doing me?
Yeah, I'm writing them both down.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you. So how do you win an argument? With the strength of my fist, with my calculating mind, or with the help of science? I would say with my mind, for sure.
With my calculating mind. Yes.
Yeah, with my calculating mind. Is that what you would
I thought
say?
you would be A.
Oh, okay, because you think I like to fight. Well, catch me outside.
Well, there's you literally said before something about using your fists.
I was reading the options, Chloe. Don't try to push me into your narrative. Okay. No. What's your answer? B? The
yes.
calculating mind?
Yes.
Okay, way to copy my answer.
Oh my
God. How would you describe yourself? Powerful and patient, steadfast and demanding, technical and detail-oriented. Who describes himself as demanding? I feel like that's poorly written.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not patient.
Yeah,
I'm technical detail-oriented. I'm going with C.
I think I'm C too. I just realized we're basically going to have like the same.
Wow,
we're both INFJs.
Okay, which would you rather be? Envied, valued, or respected? I would probably
valued.
Yeah, I was going to say valued, but then you actually interrupted me, so it sounds like I copied you. Thanks a lot. Actually, no, I'm going to say respected. I'm going to be different. I'm going to say respected.
No, don't be different for the sake of it, because you would get the wrong answer.
Thank God. Okay, fine. Be valued. What's your greatest fear? Incurable illness, drowning, or being burned alive? Okay, those seem...
No, buried alive.
Oh. Buried alive. Okay. I was like, being burned alive is pretty extreme.
Yeah, being buried alive is mine because I have claustrophobia, so no thank you.
I feel like, being buried alive would be the worst. But I feel like I'm probably more afraid of an incurable illness because that's more realistic. Like, when am I going to get buried alive? You know what I mean?
No, don't think of it like that.
Okay, fine. Then I'm going to say C because that's the most scary one.
No, just because you want to copy all my answers.
Oh, shut it. Okay, how would you spend a day off? Keying Chloe's car. That's how. No, I'm just kidding. Volunteering at a hospital, camping in the woods, or baking elaborate confections. We know your answer. You'd be baking, wouldn't you?
No, I actually haven't been baking often. I used to be a really good baker.
You literally just baked a cake in this video.
Yes, but that was the first time in like 6 months.
Allegedly. You used to bake all the time in your reading blogs.
Get over that one time. Literally show the evidence, because it's literally once.
Okay, well, the one time it was Booktube-a-thon, wasn't it?
Exactly, and that's why I remember it.
And it was iconic, so it counts as like 5 times. So, okay, then what would you pick then? Where would you be? At the hospital or in the woods?
I wish I was at the hospital, but I'm at the woods.
You wish you were at the hospital? Okay.
Like, I wish I was, like, volunteering.
Okay, well, okay, true. Like, I wish I was a good person that I'm not. I would, you know what? Actually, I would be baking. Of those 3 options, like, I don't like hospitals. Sorry. I hate camping. Ew. I would be baking. So, wait, you said camping?
Well...
What? No, what are you picking? Are you going to steal my answer again?
Now that I think about it, I wouldn't really go camping. Because that's like, I feel like I bake more than I camp. I haven't gone camping in years.
But you apparently haven't baked in years either, even though you
No, I didn't say years. I said months.
Okay, all right. Okay, baking it is then.
We're basically the same person then.
Okay, so let me see. You got 3 C's. Oh, I'm divergent. I got 3 B's and 3 C's. So you
really?
are a material Kai, but I'm an ethereal Kai and a material Kai, apparently.
Ooh.
I'm split. I'm divergent.
So I'm with Jesper.
Yeah. Although I feel like of all these, material Kai sounds the most...
Wait, can I just say, someone said, Raquel said camping in Australia sounds terrifying. I always tell Spencer, don't be scared because I don't see spiders and stuff often. But the other day, I woke up to a cockroach crawling on my arm. So That was traumatizing.
Nope. Yeah, she was always texting me like, don't be afraid of Australia. Don't believe what you read on the internet. And then she's like, oh my God, a cockroach was just crawling on me. I'm like, what? No.
Oh my gosh. You know, I regret telling you that actually. Now you're probably never going to come.
Well, you told me and now you told all of our friends as well. So now everybody knows about the cockroaches.
Actually, yeah, that's true. Penny said better a roach than a spider. Actually,
Ooh,
no, I think I'd rather a spider. I really hate cockroaches.
Ew, are you crazy? No, I would rather have a cockroach than a spider on my face.
No, but cockroaches are just... Like, spiders, obviously. I mean, I actually don't really mind spiders. I mean, I wouldn't want one on my arm, but, like, I don't really care that much. Like, I'm good. If I see a spider, I'm just like...
Okay, this was fun. Ew, yeah, no. I'm not a fan. I mean, neither. No spiders, no cockroaches, period. But, yeah.
Maybe I should mail you a dead cockroach.
I'm gonna call the police because hi 911. I'd like to report a hate crime. A cockroach is gonna be mailed to me from Australia by my crazy friend.
Oh my gosh, Tom just said cockroaches are crunchy. Exactly, that's why. No.
Wait, crunchy? How do you know that? Have you been eating cockroaches?
No, but they're like thick, like. Oh.
I hate the word crunchy. I don't know why it freaks me out. Ew.
Would you rather eat a cockroach or a spider?
I would rather eat some of the cake that you baked me and then didn't send to me.
Have some.
Ew. Okay.
Oh my gosh, I've never stepped on a cockroach. That would be traumatizing. It's like when you step on a snail. Oh.
Can I just say I'm really impressed by the people that are still here.
No, I know.
We're supposed to talk about Six of Crows, and now we're literally eating cake and talking about eating cockroaches. So, like, y'all are the realist, okay? Y'all are still here to party.
When you kill them, they crunch. I use Mortine, so I don't see the crunch.
Ew. Yeah, Tom says, yeah, I eat cockroaches. I believe it. He's a Hufflepuff, but he'll eat cockroaches.
Fine, bringing it back to the book, who do you think would eat cockroaches?
Matthias.
Oh my gosh, yes. Let's ask the video to confirm.
That sounds like something Kaz would like do to them to like punish them. Like if they betrayed him, he'd be like, "You're gonna eat these cockroaches." Ugh. Jesper would eat one to win a bet. Because he loves to gamble. So if someone was like, I'll give you 50 Crooge if you eat a cockroach, he'd be like, all right, pass the ketchup.
Ew, ketchup.
I don't know what do you put on it? Don't say ew to ketchup.
Tomato sauce.
Tomato. What did you just say?
Tomato sauce. That's what we call it.
Tomato sauce. That's so fancy. Here we're just like tomato sauce. Tomato with an ER like this. Tomato.
Do you call it tomatoes? Tomato. Tomato sauce. Tomato.
We say tomato sauce.
Oh, so you do say it.
I mean, ketchup is not the same thing as tomato sauce.
Oh, is it not?
No.
No. What is it then?
Tomato sauce is like what you put on pasta, like spaghetti sauce.
Oh, well, that's
ketchup is like what you dip French fries in.
Oh yeah, no. For us, tomato sauce is ketchup, and then if it's the tomato-based sauce for the spaghetti.
Breaking news, everyone! Australia has been cancelled. It is no longer a part of the universe. We will now. What?
Do you keep tomato sauce in the fridge or the pantry? I mean, I don't really care, but mostly the fridge, I think.
Why are we talking about tomato sauce in a refrigerator? What is happening? Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Australia calls it car trunk a boot. That's true.
Joy says Australia doesn't really exist. Where are you really at?
You know, it's actually weird when I go to like a different country and I realize how insignificant Australia is to other people.
Wow.
Like, I'll never forget someone asked me, do people in Australia speak English?
Wow.
When I went to America.
Wait, do you?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if someone just joined, I'm so sorry. I agree. Beat Gutsicker, yes. T. We talked about the book an hour ago, and now we're just slowly disintegrating into nothingness. Chloe, you're roasting our country. Yeah, you and Bex. Bex is gonna come over, and she's in Australia.
No,
so
I'm not roasting it. Our country is good.
True. I mean, probably better than ours.
DVD-sized spiders.
Ew.
I've never seen that. I mean,
Why?
I've seen Huntsman. Should I get a pickup?
Oh, what?
Ew,
do not put a picture of this. No, that is where I draw the line. No. If you pull out a picture of a spider, okay, I'm putting this here so I don't have to see it.
It's okay.
No,
I
that's
won't.
hide it. You're
I
lying.
won't.
You're gonna do it. You're just gonna sneak it. I knew you were gonna do it, and you did it anyway. Ew.
Yeah, I don't really care if I see that spider because they don't kill, so it's fine.
I'm so mad at you. We're not friends anymore. Books with ex-friends. That's what this is called now.
Oh my gosh, imagine. I kind of want us to have some dramatic things so we can be all like books with friends, more like books with ex-friends. No, I know the internet portrays Australia way worse than what it is, but I live in this like city area, so I guess I don't really experience the like crazy bits. So yeah.
Everyone
Can't
keeps
trust anything. Oh right.
Everyone keeps asking if we're going somewhere. Are we going anywhere, Chloe? Is there anywhere we're going?
Con?
I don't know if I've heard of that. Have you heard of that? I don't know.
I've never heard of BookCon before.
Stay tuned. I don't know. You haven't had to fight any kangaroos. I fight kangaroo. Her name is Chloe.
Oh my. No, I said to censor. I've never been near a snake, but when I meet him, I'll finally be near one.
Yes! Books with frenemies. Yes.
Oh my gosh, yes. Can we rebrand?
We are now Books with frenemies.
No,
I have a kangaroo in your yard. Well, go get it, girl.
So my friend had a kangaroo swimming in their pool, and then they rescued the kangaroo, and it kicked them in the face.
Me when someone tries to help me. I can do it! Don't touch me! I stand a live roasting show. Yes. We're just here to drag everyone for the next 10 minutes.
Oh my gosh, Books with Friends meetup.
I don't know what's a meetup? I don't understand what that is. I don't know.
Want some more cake?
No, I think you put something in that cake. I think you're trying to poison me.
Oh my gosh.
Have you ever seen a shark? No, but she's in one.
Oh, well, I've seen one like at the aquarium when I was little, but not like in the ocean. I would die. I used to have this weird like obsession with shark documentaries because they're kind of misunderstood creatures.
That's a very on-brand thing for you.
Like because they sense fear. So if you're ever in a situation where you're with a shark, try to not be scared, and then they won't feel threatened and they won't attack.
Yeah, I'm not scared of you at all, Chloe. Not at all. I'm not even scared right now.
It's a special cake, you're right.
Yeah.
And this isn't water, actually.
Yeah, if I was by a shark, I'm just gonna if I die young, bury me in satin. It's over. Like I can't not be afraid around a shark. Come on. Come on, people.
Alexa says, can we discuss the jail cart scene in Six of Crows? To be honest, I don't know what that scene is.
The scene, no, it's the scene where they faint. Where they faint, where Kaz faints. Yeah. Where they're like in the cart on the way going into the prison.
Oh yeah. That was sad.
Yeah, great discussion. Really great. Okay. So, no, I saw a lot of people earlier were talking about when Kaz faints because that's so extreme. And honestly, that was very troubling for me because he didn't have his gloves, right? And so that's why he was like freaking out because he didn't have, I don't know, like his safety net, you know?
Yeah.
Are you listening to me?
Oh yeah.
I see you I see you typing. Like I know you're not listening to me.
I'm a multitasker.
Okay, all right.
No, yeah. I feel like I don't really have much else to say. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm reading like all these dramatic things happen, but I'm usually just like, oh right. Like, I don't know. I feel like because obviously dramatic things happen all the time in fantasy, so it has to be something really dramatic for me to be like, you know,
like when Kaz is swimming like with dead bodies. That's your favorite scene, right?
Or like when Inej touches Kaz's face. That
yeah. Allegedly, she touches his cheek. We don't know which cheek. Okay. Yeah, where did you get your cup, Chloe? It's so cute.
She likes to know. I'm kidding. Yeah. It is off a website called Dollskill. Dollskill.com.
That's dollskill.com. Not sponsored.
Now that's a video idea.
What?
Mukbang friend roast.
Yeah, but it'd have to be live because you can't pre-record that.
Yeah.
That would be, oh my gosh, that would be so fun to just get a group of like 6 people, I don't know who, and just roast each other.
Love it. I know who I'm asking.
Ooh, it's gonna get messy. Okay, is there any last thoughts about the actual book? Because I feel like we are winding down at this point. Now that we've had our cake and ate it too. Well, some of us. One specific person. Are you going to do another ASMR video?
Well, I'll give you exclusive information to my Books with Friends peeps that I actually have already created a channel, a separate channel, and I plan to upload once a week. So I'll share the channel like probably within the next few days on like my Twitter and Instagram. But yeah, Spencer's already subscribed.
I heard about it. I think it's major. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
I'm excited for the tools. We are too. Next month.
Yes! Okay, we should probably talk about that.
Yeah, next month we are reading The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokshi. And I've heard a lot of people actually compare it to this because this is another one that's like a heist story. But this one is set in Paris in, I think, the 1800s, right?
Wait, sorry. Someone said, what did you rate the book? I don't think... Did I talk about my rating? We both gave it 5 stars. 6 stars.
Yeah, you said that. Because remember you were like, I didn't know if it was a 4 or a 5. And then
sorry, yeah. Sorry, yeah, it's fine. Anyway, yeah, continue. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Like I love being interrupted, so it's fine. What was I saying? Oh yeah, this is set in Paris in like the 1800s or the 1700s. I don't exactly know, but it's about these group of characters who are hunting for treasure. So it's going to be exciting, and we are probably going to compare this to Six of Crows because we all just read this, and we're all now going to read this. So that's something we'll surely talk about. So take notes if you want to chat about that. But yeah, we are doing a giveaway for this. We said that earlier, but on our Twitter, you can retweet our tweet to enter. And then on our Instagram, you can follow the instructions there on how to enter. I think you have to comment and you can get an extra entry, I think, if you share it on your story. So go check those out. They are linked on all our social media, but also in our Goodreads group too. There's an announcement thread and it has all the links in there. So go for your chance to win because we are going to pick 2 winners. Open international, as long as Book Depository ships to you. So this is like a newish book. I know a lot of people don't have it. So some of you guys, hopefully here right now, 2 of you will hopefully be winners tomorrow. So,
yes, it is ending in less than 24 hours.
Yeah, so go enter now if you haven't, because this is a great time to do it. So
and I know I said it before, but if you want, you should join the Goodreads group because it's actually a lot of fun because we got heaps of requests to create the Goodreads group, and we did it, and everyone seems to be having a good time. This is the
it was
portion.
highly requested, and it's a really fun because we have discussion threads for all the books, so you can post your thoughts as you're reading it and like talk to other friends, you know, and just get to know each other. So it's like it's a fun way to hang out, and there's announcements and stuff there too. So definitely check it out if you want to join it.
Yeah, we already see some friendships being made, which is all we ever want.
Yes. I mean, this is books with friends, but like it's just like if it was just the two of us, it wouldn't really.
Yeah, because we're not actually friends. We just
actually just we hate each other, you know. Yeah. So like, I guess I'll hang out with you for a while. Like, I mean, if you guys weren't here, like we wouldn't be talking. We would just be staring at each other angrily. So I'm really glad that you're here because what a nightmare this one is. I'm telling you.
And we also next month is also going to be our first month where we have guest hosts. Yes. So yeah, get excited.
Yes, and we have we have Katie from Katie's Book Nook and Sophie from Sophisticated Books.
Yes.
And they are going to be joining us. They're our first ever monthly co-hosts, so that's really cool. And it's going to be loads of fun. That's going to be on my channel. Next month is on my channel. So
yes, and then the month after that, mine, and then the month after that, Spencer, and then the month I'm kidding.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, in the month of April 2034, it will be. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Oh my gosh! Imagine if we're still doing this at like 50. Hello.
What do you mean? Imagine. Like we will be.
We will be.
Or I'm gonna fly myself over to Australia and excuse me, hi.
Oh, that would. Anyway, Books with Friends collab. Coming at you in 2030.
Yeah, stay tuned. 10 years, it's gonna be lit.
Actually, I'm just gonna quickly double check the live show time just so we can give that information.
It's in the description, isn't it, of this video?
Oh yes, it is in the description.
Yeah, you put it. I saw. So it's going to be Saturday, the 23rd of March at 4 p.m. my time. And
there's actually I see a lot of people getting confused with like their local time zone, but in the description, there's actually a link you can click and it'll automatically convert it to your local time. So you can know when it is.
Yeah. And we're getting close to like daylight savings time. So that link will help you figure all that out if it gets crazy.
Yeah.
So use that.
So yes, I think that is all for the first ever Books with Friends live show. It was a lot of fun, and I can't wait to do it every month. And I can't wait to discuss this book next month on Okay, is this the thing that we're doing?
Well, I mean, this is the current, you know, both of them. Why are you like froze? You're like.
So everyone in the chat, please say happy birthday to Spencer again.
Wow.
Happy birthday, Spencer! And he also just posted a video reacting to his first booktube video. So I would recommend watching that because it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Oh wow.
So,
oh my gosh.
I'll actually link that in the description. Like I'll update it after this. But yeah, it's really funny. And I can't believe Spencer's been on booktube for 1 year. And my booktube anniversary is coming up soon, next month. So yeah.
Party!
So yes, I hope you guys had fun. Thanks for joining us for 2 hours, nearly 2 hours.
If you stayed this late, you are a true Books with Friend. I mean, like, true. You're the real team.
Yes, and maybe we should try to come up with like an outro for Books with Friends. So if you have any ideas, let us know on Twitter or something.
Yeah.
Because like Spencer has his iconic whatever you do, wherever you go, you know.
Wow, you don't even know it. Great.
Well, I wasn't gonna say the whole thing.
Yeah, we need a Books with Friends sign off.
Yeah. We'll try to brainstorm / give us ideas.
Yeah. Something about tomato sauce would be great.
Tomato. Oh yes, we need that. Tomato. No, but then we can't say it the same because you'd be like tomato.
Tomato. Bella says this was the best 2 hours they've ever spent.
Oh. 1 second.
I'm like, someone is yelling. Love you guys. Thanks so much for being here. This was next level crazy, and I loved every second of it. Best birthday ever.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, that's actually, you know, I'm happy you're spending your birthday with us.
Well, I mean, I wanted to spend it with my friends, so here we are. Hey. And I got to spend it with my 6 favorite crows.
Oh, yeah, because you finished it today, didn't you?
Yeah, because I'm a mess, and I finished it 3 seconds before we started. It's fine. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.